How many limbs do you think he has? My limb belongs to him. You understand that? He's the race created the octopus theory. Okay? So if I have control of the grip. Besides my two arms, I have his two arms. So you count his body as an extension of yours. You understand that? I'm going to see that in a second. So let's put this way down so you understand this. If he is to submit me, although we do have techniques that you can do, let's say a tap. I can get his neck, braces, and tap him with one arm. If I get a hold of my lapel, you know, if I'm on the ground, I can tap the guy with one arm. But most likely, if I'm going to finish the guy, give you an example here, you know, I have, how many arms I'm using? Two, right? If I want to choke a guy, how many I'm using? Two. So you're going to do a little training with each other. You're going to let each other play with you. You're going to just pretend you're defending the guard, pretend you're defending, but every time they get around you, we'll make sure you take one arm out. They cannot have two arms at the same time. How do you accomplish that? We'll demonstrate now. Okay. Two against one. Okay, so if I grab two against one, I can grab two hands over this, two hands over the sleeve. I can grab one over the lower, okay? And I can go wrist and elbow, wrist and shoulder, elbow and shoulder. You can grab anyone. I can grab and hug, okay? But I have one. Two against one. So when I'm here going with you, I'm gonna let you pass my card, Good. And just put your two hands on my collar and choke it, just for fun. Good. You tap out calls on shoulder. Don't put that in. You manage it. So now same thing. So here, the thing here is, if I look for him, go ahead and pass again. Yeah, if I look for him, I'm trying to catch the arm that he's giving. Okay, when you catch the arm, straight jacket. You put it against it. So when he tries to move, go ahead. Yeah. You just keep against his body. Okay, and here you just have to strength, and then go put the shoulder, put the guy right back, and start again. All right? Now, if he passes, let's say, both my knees, and as you walk around, push my knee, walk this way, and yeah. So what arm I can grab here? Do you guys see what happened here? I never extend my arm when I'm facing away. Why is that? If I extend my arm, he can tap me on the armbar. So I keep the guy close to me and close to my leg. I glue, so if he tries to pull the arm back, you know, if I feel he's pulling, put your weight on me. If I feel he wants to pull the arm back a little bit, I kind of push the arm forward. And then I put that in the same position. Now, once you have the 2-1 and straight jacket, you're free to use your hand if you want to work with the leg. Because a lot of guys are pretty close to me. When I'm here on the shrimp, okay, I push the leg next to me. And it's easy to get that knee in, and then I kind of create space to get back to the guard. And if you want to have fun with it, just go ahead and grab the arm and try to work your way out. Anytime you put the guy in the ground who's not holding anything, or even if you hold something, you have 2-1, if you kind of bump, you know, get out of the way, and see if you can get to a position. You need to go finish it, just hold him in the back spot. You guys understand that? Can I borrow you for a second? So here, if I want to just give you another situation here, try to make sure that if I pass your guard, yeah, you always turn your hip off the ground a little bit. Put your foot on the ground and turn a little bit. Yeah, that's it. And you go how many? 2 against 1. So if you have 2 against 1, what's the other thing I talked about? If you push the arm out, say, no, push my arm out. It's easy for me to actually use that to my advantage. But if you straight jacket me, yeah, put it against my body, yeah. It's really hard up. And now from here, put it back in the guard. You push your knee through. Yeah, good. And then before you can do anything, drive the arm out and start grabbing my back and just put me in a bad spot. And then from there, we can develop. Are you guys okay with that? So that's your first exercise. You're gonna just play with each other, let each other go. I don't care which arm not. So if you're facing the guy, you double grip and straight jacket. If you're facing away, make sure that you bring everything close to you. I don't ever want to see when you're facing away your knee out. Because they put the knee on your belly or they mount on you, so you're always here. Is everybody cool with that? That's your first drill strategy line. Once you're good, that's good. We're going to talk about random requests, okay? Alright, so what was the last thing that we played with? With the guard and hopefully what? Get the arm across, you can kind of go halfway on the back, okay? I have a question though. Now talk about position and control. Who's that position? Who's that position? Right? So what do you go first? You go control, you establish the position, and then you go for the position. Control is always there, okay? But transition sometimes gives you opportunity, okay? Would you tell me, just right now, would you tell the young man right there, right now, just a little bit, maybe? Okay, so, let's say I have a question. Kiddos, please, okay? So let's say here, you're gonna get guys back and then try to choke the guy. You're gonna see that transition situation when you sweep somebody up in the mouth, when you start controlling up in the mouth. We're gonna now go for season catch. Okay? So what do you do first? You take it back and then you try to go for submission. When you try submission, then you take it back. Most likely, the logic is to take it back, then you go for the submission. Okay? Unless you guys are not paying attention. What does that expect? What does people expect? You don't worry about you trying to submit them if you try to get them back. When you think about what? You're going to get them back first, then you're going to submit. So, in this particular position, and I'm going to change the aim in a second, but I stop right here. Okay? I was here. Okay? I have control over that. Because my legs are controlling it to a certain extent. You see what I'm saying? So what happens here is, when I try to climb the back, I can force it to put the guy in position to hold the hip and you push the arm to make the guy move. Okay? That's one situation. Okay? And this, the way you finish the guy here, you use your body first and your hand leg. Okay? And then from here you secure the position. Now you can kind of get the second leg if you want to go from where it's gone. But a lot of times when I'm here, in this position, okay, what I do is I land my hip on the guy as far as I can, and then I kind of grab the collar as I go. And now I move back. Right there. And then here it's pretty tight. I can actually, a lot of guys, they go here. So they really don't see when you go on the outside. Okay? Or if you want here, you get here. Okay? I like this by the way. You get here, I have that hip on 60 to a base percent. If I shove his arm a little bit and I swing my hip really hard, the head off to go. But the problem here is if I try to sit down, it's going to block my hand very easily to defend. So whenever I'm here, I crunch first. Because when I crunch, I push into my head. You see the difference? And now you got a second grip, that's what you're going to see first. And then from here, the way you finish, you got to make it easier. You relax your arm and let your hip push. Okay, you don't pull the arm, just relax and let your hip push. That's the approach you're going to see. Have you guys cool with that one? The easy one? Let me turn around here real quick. So, recap. I had the arm across, okay, and I control the hip. Try to go on the outside and squeeze your legs. You see how I kind of squeeze my legs? So I have hip control, he can run. I kind of keep down stiff, I keep walking, pulling. Once I'm here, I crunch. So my hand goes without doing anything. My second hand gets it. And when I get the position here, I relax my arms. You can grab the collar, grab my hand, wherever you want. What taps the guy is the hip. I push the hip and I go. And I can kind of increase the pressure more if need be. I'm keeping loose kind of on purpose. You guys okay with that? Now on another note here real quick. If I want to finish somebody, let me get your back, stay on the roll towards me. All right. When you have this position here, you finish the guy with extension or the crunch. Yeah, so if I fail here, grab my hand. Yeah, let's say I cannot finish the guy here, you kind of let go and put your shoulder against and push the shoulder against the head. He's about to tap. guys okay with that? So that's the first strategy on the C's of capture. I want to see you guys going for that choke. Do you need any additional demonstration or you're good? You're good? Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Let's say I'm going to do a press in the guard, I got to do one press away from the next side. Back to away. I get the guy straight jacket, I start to put the guy in the guard, and as I do it, I kind of drag the arm out of the way, sorry. And as I get here, hip control, arm control, I roll the guy over, right? And then from here, I crunch, I can get the collar. Sorry, you guys cannot see from there, but you can imagine. I double grip, right? And then from there, I do the arch. Now, when you do the arch, most likely when you stiff your arm down, the hip will do the job. You can keep wiggling if you need to get a little tighter, or you can crunch the shoulder on the back of the neck and push the neck towards the shoulder. Okay? So just put technique 1 or technique 2, and we're going to work a bit more of a survival strategy after that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stay left on the ground when you're trying to catch the pack, right? So let's say here, I grab the arm out, right, using my guard, here, and I start to roll that hip towards me, right? If I keep, even if I have a good position here, if I keep my shoulder on the ground, when I try to get his neck, no matter what, that hand is going to block. Yeah, he's going to have that 9 out of 10. Okay? That's why when I'm here in this position, okay, sometimes I put his leg here so he doesn't go anywhere. I put my elbow and I crush his body against his hand as I pull my hand. Look, he's trying to hold his face, help him get rid. Look, I got rid of it. Then when I come back now, it's easy to clear. So I'm saying I will try to make his grip very weak by shoving it. Then my other hand goes and peels off. Now I got the collar. That's why when I look at that in that, I shove my body against it. So it's easy to get rid of it and feel it out. So make sure you guys, instead of me here, push your chest against the back of your head so his face moves off your grip. You can clear it because if you're here, it's a pain to get rid of it. You got it? Just do a couple more times and we'll go over something else. Right? Defensive, 1 attack. One is an opportunity. Okay? You're going to do the set. Okay, the set. The set should be a good set. Okay? So, Felipe, can I borrow you? The steering wheel needs to turn. Okay? So, when you have 2 against 1, it doesn't mean that you start everything on the same joint. Let's go here. I have the wrist, right? Yeah, still my side. Put your knees on the ground. So, yeah, put your weight on it, please. So a lot of times when I have the wrist, my elbow pushes his shoulder out of the way, and I grab the hip. And here right now, my knee up is on the shoulder, and then from here, boom, I feel rolling. Okay? Now, because I have the arm, or the position, regardless of what he does, okay? When I do here, instead of trying to go over him, I control his head. That could be a tap right there. When he tries to move or whatever, he's not moving. Now I come and I grab the arm and the other. See, I already got a submission here. Okay? Or here. I can work the arm either direction. It's a long day. Okay? Or you can just get a proper sort of point. Okay, so what did we do here? Now, this friend, what's the name of it? Deception. Deception. And he thinks I'm trying to pretend. So all I did, I captured. Put your weight on me, please. I capture it, then my elbow pushes his shoulder out of the way so he's connected to my hip. He can't mount, he can't do anything. He tries to pull the arm out, but I already got the hip. And here right now, what I do, I lift my knee up and then I spin under the guy. Boom, right there. Grab his head so he doesn't go anywhere. Now, that's a tap right there, not only here. Okay, but when I do this here, a lot of times, I roll. And I can stay here on the side, on the head. Yeah, on the head you can do all kinds of submissions. You're gonna do a simple one because you have the head. Always keep the leg on the head. It's very easy to transition. Right. You guys cool with that one? Yeah. So whether you do the finishing part, we can work that later, but I want at least to Make sure you're cool. I love doing this. Man, I see guys, how many of you lose a guy when people try to do the Toriano pass? Man, you guys want to do the Toriano pass for me? And you're like, you get, oh my gosh, I got hit. 2 on 1, elbow, your elbow shot to the shoulder. You got to hit, you look, keep that leg out, knee up, then a step. Boom, right there. Now if I roll with him, you roll. Yeah, you roll. Don't get me wrong, go back there. That's why a lot of times when I'm here, I grab your face. So he tries to roll, you know I'm going over. Now I work my way back. And if we're here, we can do whatever. You want to be deceptive? 5 reps equals. You have to do this, right? Get the elbow on the leg, the shoulder on it. You have to grab the hip. Okay, some of you are kind of still with your arm there, so the idea here is when I have the arm and I move the elbow against the hip, grab. I see you guys here. You want to hold the guy? No. Grab here because you need to trap him there and then bump him up. Okay, and sometimes what I do if the guy has my leg, I kind of kick my leg back. Just stretch my leg. So here, like I move my hip if I need to look. Get that shoulder up. Then I spin facing away and roll the guy. Oh, my face. Then I move my hip towards the guy, catch whatever I need, put my elbow on the ground. Then from here, we can go for the second step and finish the guy after that. So you need to do what? Grab the hip. Can we do it again out of 3? Which is 3.
This way is leg. That was the main shift.
More sure how to do it, okay? It's kind of like a great dance kind of exercise. So I have Professor Felipe here for a second. So you do this, so Steven, you can I grab the wrist, okay? Pull the shoulder, grab the elbow. So I go here, or I just go here, right away. Then from here, I just spin. And I'll let the guy get back up. Then I grab the belt again, sometimes he gets up, move the head down just a little bit. See what I stretch. Go back. So a lot of times, see what you do is you're here, you can go halfway. I'm here, playing with the guy, okay, I grab the collar, move the meat, grab the belt, go. Just so you can play. So I'm here, you lie down, like the guy's gonna pass your guard, pull the shoulder out of the way, lift your head. You can do this full. Okay, over here, okay? Now, we're not gonna side track on this because I have to show you the follow-up after the position, right? Some ideas for you that you can do. You can do from here too, a lot of times. Move the shoulder out of the way, grab the hip, leg, go down. Then he gets up, things a little deep. So move the shoulder out of the way, looking away always. See how I kind of always keep my face away so I don't get any bump because the guy goes too far out. From here, move, face away, grab the arm on the body too. Keep your legs up and go. So you can make it like really fluid. Okay? Now let's see the follow-up, if it's okay. So I had a 2-1. I like to rest my elbow on the guy, right off the bat when it goes away. I keep it there. I grab the hip, keep my leg. That's why I do it. What time does it matter? And I keep my legs up. You see when you keep the legs up, it makes it easy. But here in this position, if you try to move, see, I keep it. I'm not going anywhere. I want to capture the head. Whichever way you want. Again, I put my elbow on the ground. Now for the lead side, what you want to do. What should you do for me? Kimura, armbar, kimura. You want to know what kimura is? If you're going to the kimura, so you show me you can write it off. Don't try to use your hands. Use your forearm. You so you keep your hands right. That's right. So what I do, I use my elbow and look how high I go. Like I'm doing a show for the guys. He can be the strongest guy. Grab your arm whatever you want. See, once I lift it up, my elbow feels done. I finish anybody. You shall try it. I'm not trying to hold the both hands. So I go here, look, with my elbow. Look, and even if it doesn't let go, once I go a little bit here, I can roll here as a step finish. I don't have to have the hand going behind his back to finish. This is the most powerful observation there is. So, I'm going to work in what is it? That's where that. So once I was here, how do you get to move? Elbow. You can be tight. My elbow going to stretch, my elbow going to elbow. And look, I do a short from the guy. I'm not keeping my hand. This is me. This is strong. Okay? Here, all I do is I keep my hand close to me. Look, I go. And even if that hand doesn't go just a little bit, I slip the arm against the hip, and I rotate my hip. That's a tap right there. Now, be careful. If you get excited and you see the arm going behind the back and you think it's not going to feel it, you break the shoulder. You got to feel it? Okay, so when I get this position here, let's say I roll him over, right? I have him hit the guy, he tries to roll away. He can't. He tries to roll over me. He can't. See, he's going to stay just enough that my hip can close the gap. Then I can push my knee or I can't clamp on his chin. I open my elbow and I force my elbow. He can keep his arm holding tight, no problem. Lay your elbow on the chest. Okay? And it doesn't matter if you touch the face, it's flat the body. I still have the elbow on the chest. So if I'm separated, this shape. So I take his elbow down, I put my elbow on his elbow, and I do up the shoulder. Now from here, all you need is this. I put my pressure on the hip, so I do here. I rotate and I let my elbow over the step. It kills the hip, the shoulder. You guys want to give it a try? So for the white belts, you have to see your elbow on the bottom, your other elbow on the elbow. When you create space, grab your arm. And here, you can push the leg go and push the elbow a little bit, lock the hip. And now here, one knee out, on the ground, the other one up, you just turn to the side of the hip towards the arm, and that's all it takes. You want to give it a try? Please don't hurt each other. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes there's some details that you may miss. So the difference between ranks or belts is not necessarily they know more techniques, but they know more details of the same technique. That's why they can perfect that. It's like you see blurry when you're a white belt, and then they give you new prescription lenses. You see a little better as a blue. As a purple, it gets sharper and sharper. Okay, so right down here. And I'm gonna change the angle. I think if you guys are behind me, it'll be easier if anybody this side here. I'm not moving around that much. So once you already have the frame, okay, so what's the frame? It's called small frame foot. You cross your arms until you almost do like a choke. So when I'm here, I say, I have the frame, and he can grab the arm any way he wants. Do you see what I have here? See my hands? They're not here. They're here. Almost like you're going to bring your hands to your shoulders. Okay, so when you bring your hands to your shoulder, okay, I put pressure with the elbow on his wrist, right here. So I keep holding down the 10 more, soon more. Okay, so once I connect the elbow over here, I skip my arm. So I have to show you this. I skip, because now my weight is on his leg. And here, as I rotate, he's already there. Okay? Now here, what's cool too is I can put my knee against his back, cup my hand, and here I'm going to go all the way up, and I bring it up. And now if I want, I put behind, and I can go all the way. That's the worst thing there is that I can push it on as far as the sky. You understand that? So you can do that too, if you want. Okay? But what you're not doing when you have the frame is connect the elbow and stiff the arm. He's tapping already. And the other thing too is if he tries to face me, he doesn't go because his hip is locked. But if I'm here, tries to face me, I lose my control. That's why I like this. Keep it right here. Once I connect, Okay, so I like to see at the end, connect the elbow and then connect the elbow. With the advance, you want to just pull back and forth. So yeah, you got back me out to you. I want to kind of explain to you, since we played a little bit from the bottom, okay, how do you know we have good guard packs? Okay, so let's say you have a partner, okay? What you're trying to do, see that, you're trying to go through the guy. That's what you do. And then when you no longer go through him, you go around. But what do we do instead? We try to go around him first and then go through. And that's the problem. You got guys who are flexible, have, you know, crazy flexibility and skills and move like a break dancer. They keep chasing you down and how many of you get tired sometimes when you go against somebody's guard guys who leave you guard and man, okay? So the way it works is, imagine that there's a magic spot, okay? And it's right here, look. Right here. Okay, this is one. And then you have another one right here, like a little circle. Okay, right here. Then another one right here. Okay? Cause some child is watching how they do it for a champ. So basically, I don't care if it's sitting, if it's flat, or whatever. So as I get, in this exercise that you do, as you get close to the guy, you never go here. Never go here. Why is that? I'm so far apart, my arms and legs, that, you know, and what am I trying to accomplish? I want to get this little spot here. Imagine like a little disc right here. That's where I want to focus everything that I got. My hip, my elbows, and my knees. So when I walk to the guy, I'm walking here. See here? Everything's here. So here right now, whatever he tries to do, I'm already engaged. So here, all you want to do is, when you want to pass, it's two spots. You have to grab two things. Bring it 2-on-1. You can go 2 against one leg, 2 against an arm, or you can go spread out. You know, in this case here, I have this. And what's the next one? Your hand. Your hand is what finishes the job. So if he tries to move, look how heavy I am. I can stay here all day. Then I move my body. You understand that? So this is your one. Third arm. But if I pass like this, yeah, keep this in. Look, his legs come up, you know, but once I'm here, which one I got? Doesn't go anywhere. Look. You guys okay with that? So what you're gonna do? You're gonna do your capoeira move. So let's say I went 2 against the arm. My head goes on the circle. I already bent. My head goes on. Because how many of you guys go in that high? Which you can too. But if you're gonna pass high, it's your hip that has to do the job. So if your head is high, then your hip has to go. Because if your head is nowhere and your hip is nowhere, he has all the space to put his legs everywhere. You understand that? Are you okay with that? So let's see what so my head is high, so what does that mean? 6 long. Okay? You understand that? My head is high, here's the hip. Now let's say here, he pushes me back, and let me go. Then I go my head. See what I'm saying? Then I go my body. So you can alternate between the two. Does that make sense? So when you go, if you want to pass the guard, let's say you open the guard here. Once you get hit, you move it a little bit here. If your head is high, let your hip go push a little bit. Then push, keep pushing. Yeah. Oh man, he's bending. Head. There you go. Oh. Just playing that game right there, man, puts the guy on the binder. Now, the only thing I want to make sure you do is, if you happen to be in a close guard, lock your legs. Try to make sure that when he starts to do anything, let's say he grabs your collar, okay? You keep your arm on the guy's collar arm. He has this arm there, he's in the body, keep here. So if he tries to pull me, he can't break my stance. But if I'm here, and I'm trying to move and he pulls, I have to do this crap. So yeah, no, keep pulling, pull hard, pull hard, pull hard. Okay, here. And then here, whenever you go here, okay, use the arm. And now I use my collars. Keep holding. I use once I break the arm, I use my collar and I push the elbow. Stay strong. Now what am I doing here? I'm holding my hip. That's a pass. He stops the hip, push away a little bit, then I go with my hand. So if you just use the strategy, my gosh, you're gonna save time and energy and get results. Don't get caught up on this first one because we have time to finish from the close guard. I want you just to start doing any guard pass. Let the guy be anywhere. Put like a spinal English. So the head is high, stay strong. Head is high, what do you do? Hold the hip. Oh, I broke his grip. He's going to defend now. You're going to go here. Oh. And then open up. You guys cool with that? Can you give it a try? 1, 2, 3. Start with a little grab. So what you want to do here, this is called jiu-jitsu deadlift. Okay? So basically here, when I'm in the guard, I don't push, I pull the guy to my hip. So whenever you grab the hold of me, go ahead. I grab his hip. I try to go on the outside, I pull it to me. I pull it to me. So jiu-jitsu deadlift. Okay? If it's close to my hip, it's easy. Okay? You tilt to one side, the leg is open. So what's the first thing that you do? Hip. See, I can actually hear it. Moving to me, look, my hip breaks the grip. And then I do it. Do you see how I broke the grip? The grip never breaks when it's separated. It breaks when your hip is close to the back. And then you grab the other one and pull. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Why? Because when I'm here, if I get a hold of him, what's next? Right here, joint. And then like that. And then you pitch. You guys okay there? So how do you feel good about it? It's kind of like your arms swing like a dog in a pool. Okay, so the guy gets a hold of my collar. Put my hand and I pull. Stay strong. Here. Then from here, I keep pulling. Jiu-jitsu deadlift. Broke the grip. Pull that. Get forward. Okay. Oh, the guy defended with my head back. Isn't that beautiful when you mix the science with the flow? You guys feel okay with that one? How many of you feel stuck when the guys starting to go? You know, especially with this. Now, if you want to fast flow over here, okay, it's really hard for you when you keep holding tight. It's hard for you to go in a straight line. Okay, over here because it keeps pulling. Okay, so you put more pressure always one side than the other. His legs are already open. You see that? Stay strong. Okay, don't move. So when I have the hip, keep pulling to you. Hold your legs tight and lift your hip, whatever. So when you go, you always put pressure on one. Says, "Oh, his legs are open. What did I do different?" What did I do different? You see, you guys go straight around. You go and hit one way, one side and the other. And then you can put the weight on the other, but not in the middle. You guys know that? So whether you open the guard low or high, do your deal. Now it's gonna do the one that I did first. You know, you gotta know how anything that you. I try to put my arm on the outside and then I pull his arm together. So he tries to pull that out. He's not straight jacket. Okay? When I say one another thing here, my head always move off the line. It's so easy to stand up like that. It's so hard my head stays in the middle. And on the line on that, and on the line on that. He can hold both of my belt, my sleeve, no problem. I double one, and I do my head right there, with all my weight on the leg. And then from there I go. You guys see that? Yes, sir. Whether you do the deadlift or you're moving away, pushing the hip, moving one direction to the other. Be my guest and give it a try. 3 each. 1, 2, 3. How to put the technique. Right? Drop pass. You're going to get that. The drop pass is just a strategy that we use to help.
Yes, sir.
What do you want to talk to you about? It's that, you know, maybe a circle with the guard is slow. Okay? Now, what's the greatest stance? What people do, right? It's literally a critical order. Walk the leg side, around the waist, like the guard hand down. If you do that shoulder pressure, you start pushing the guy with the pressure. What's the other one? If your hand is in the middle, it's kind of like a bikini on. Let's see your strike. If you see people strike that don't move their hand, man. Those guys that bend and have it go for the very inside, like, you know, they you know, whoever hits first, you know, that shot that wins, but the other guy's taking a punishment. So have movement be necessary. I want to get up. I get my weight on my back. Ooh, got to. But I always like to be either here or here. Never here, because here, that's when I have to do the most rushing. Okay? You guys cool with that? So the way you see is what you must strategy. Okay? That's why I asked about what are the strategies you use? You guys remember everything? What's the one? Survive, right? So I know not strategies. I went against, I did the stool one exercise, and no matter what happens, I would take more than me out. What happens if you take more than me out? The guy who has a handicap, for him to get it, it's almost like a miracle. No matter if the guy has a long surgery, so if you don't know anything, you take 1 hour every time, it's gonna take twice, 3 times the amount of time of effort for the guy to get you. You understand that? So now, Randall, he wants to go for the kill after that. But you gotta do what beforehand? You do this. Get in, right? So I worked the bottom game first, you know, like the 2-on-1, and we did the flip, you guys remember the flip? Okay, and then the Kimura, right? How many of you feel you like Kimura better than any number of your other football? Anybody? Because the test Kimura is king. Okay, you're gonna lose control, and you attack 3 drugs at the same time. You lose, you're on the other, you lose shoulder. And if you're gonna look at that squeeze, WWE, neck, compression, and you cross your leg over, as long as you round the guys here, stretch it, they'll tap on the shoulder. Okay? The submission. Okay? How many of you feel comfortable doing the shoulder and back? You feel good pressure. So how many of you use the ridiculous? That can do this. How many of you went for the back? And you don't use the other hand, then what happen? You gotta fight the grip. You feel the difference when I put this to sit up and the elbows to the left behind back. Back. So we do that? Do that. So was that complicated? What are the odds you remember some of the things that was complicated? What are the odds that someone who felt good enough about winning that when you were playing, more likely than not, you're gonna pull off one of that? That's the magic of success. If you go to a class, it's just one thing, a little more. And you can take away and more likely apply it. That's the beauty of it. It's kind of like you just, that what makes it just, you know, you feel good, you feel right, and it's kind of like you're in the zone. Oh my gosh, you know, we got to get away from that. You guys have to get away from that. Good. So that's what I try to do with opportunities. First of all, thank you. But you got to hang on with me until the last minute. I feel like the last minute, the same we survived the week, right? You guys got determined and everything. Some of you the first time doing tournaments with us. How many of you did? Wow. Awesome. What kind of experience you got? Have you done other tournaments before?
It's fun.
Did you do any other tournaments before? This was the first one after that. Okay, that's another thing too. If you're instructor and you consider taking your students for different tournaments, different times, it's very positive to do your students to break the ice and a tournament like the one we